And when you're bathing in this liquid that's just holding you up, it's the perfect environment to delve into the sensation of sound. Tingles with flyby. Daily ASMR videos. How is your stay going? Oh, you definitely look a lot more chilled out. You've been enjoying the float tank? Oh, I know, it's heavenly, isn't it? It's a bit of a surreal experience. Yeah, no, in those regular tanks, there's no magical enhancement, nothing like that. It's all just completely the tank, just taking you away. I know, I love them. I'm going in, I think, in another couple days. Yeah, I'm going in. Oh, I'm so excited. So, I'm sure you came down here. Did you want to arrange some music or audio for... Yeah, no, it definitely is a different experience. It's very, very good. And I mean, you're a floating old hat by now, so you're ready to delve into a little bit different experience, aren't you? Okay, so let me just... So, you remember... Because you're... Oh, are you... We're moving you over to room 708, aren't you? So you're going with the stars. You want... yeah, I don't have the booking computer with me now. But I don't think anybody is going into your room, so you can stay in room 700 if you'd like. Okay, we'll just leave you in there. I'll sort that out, just make a note to myself. 700. We have open rooms anyway, I'd be able to shift to, so that's fine. Okay. So, do you have any idea? No? Okay. Let me just kind of tell you usually the types of things that people do. So, there are ambience type sounds. So, some people might want just 8 hours of rain sounds. And it's just the rain sounds. And so it's a really nice experience. You can be, well, you're going to be wet, but not cold at all. So it can be a lovely, delightful kind of rain experience. Some people, if that ambience type thing, might want the sound of a nice, cozy cottage with a crackling fire. That sort of thing. Or you could have more springtime sounds, so birds chirping all around you, and maybe some light rustling of leaves. So there's all sorts of ambiance, so I won't go into all of those until I've kind of given you a little overview. So you can do, ambiance type things. Can also do more guided meditation type things, so where you're directed and where you should go. So if you close your eyes, this is usually what they'll be like. If you close your eyes and you imagine you're in your bedroom and you turn the doorknob and walk out, and you can smell the scent of a beautiful forest, slight smell of decay on the forest floor. and these sort of things. So that's kind of a combination usually of ambiance as well. So you get a little bit of that ambiance, but some voice with you to kind of guide your experience. So you can do something like that. There are also some guided meditations that might have music, just some nice kind of gentle spa type, flute type music to overlay. So ambiance, guided meditation. Also, of course, probably what's brought you to Tingledom is your love of tingles and things that might induce that. So lots of people, once they've gotten here to Tingledom, because there's a lot of the kind of role, what in a video is a role play, but obviously here you're more interactive and right there with the person. So a lot of people don't actually go that much with that, but people who do like sounds might really like to have those floating sounds. Or more videos that are auditory based. So ones where it's not quite as important to see what's going on, then those sort of things can be popular. And then of course just instrumental, new age, classical music. Lots of varieties there. So is there anything that's kind of piquing your interest, or okay, so you're interested in the ambience. So for ambience, we have a wide selection of ambience, and you can and the way we can arrange it, obviously, we can time this however you want. So if you just want to have, 8 hours tonight of being on a crystal blue ocean, a few seagulls all around with waves lapping at the shore, you can have 8 hours. Or you can kind of go through a progression, have an hour at one place and on to the next and the next and the next. And then obviously if you want no sound at some point as well, that's perfectly fine too. Yeah, if you don't want it for when you're sleeping, some people do. It goes a bit both ways. Some people really like the sound when they're sleeping. Okay, so you want it to run basically from about 9 p.m. to midnight. Yep, can do that. And so do you want just one ambiance, or let me try a few? Okay, so do you want them to be, a half hour is still a long time, particularly in a tank, but yeah, no, we could definitely do an hour. Okay, so we'll do 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. 10 to 11 p.m. and 11 p.m. to midnight. Okay, so now you have to decide where it is you want to go. And I guess the first thing is, do you want human sounds at all? Now there's 2 types of human sounds that can be involved in ambiance. It can be other people around, so kind of, murmur of voices off in the distance, or if you're out in a forest, you might hear footsteps or that sort of thing. All very relaxing and just, obviously nothing will make you feel threatened. But you can also go, so that's one type, is kind of this more, around and outside. But the other type of human sounds would be just if you're off on your own, the sounds that you would make as you would be going through this. So the crunch of footsteps, even sometimes a rustle of hair on the back of your neck, or, all of these sort of sounds. Excuse me. So, you can try a bit of both if you want. Okay, so you want, so do human 2, solo, and none. Okay. Yeah, there are, for every kind of location, there's different recordings, so we can get that customized and just kind of mute certain tracks and that sort of thing so that it can be customized to what you'd like. Yeah. Okay, so with your human and, associated others around, do you have something in mind, or would you like me to just kind of go through different? Well, so you could be in a rainforest. There is a ambience, it's more like a scientist doing observations in the rainforest with other field workers around, and so you're just kind of there, peaceful in the forest, occasionally walking around, but just hearing this bursting life all around you. And then the sounds of a rain shower, which comes and goes. Another good one is just a nice little quaint village. This is actually done over in the village south of Tingledom. And it's just kind of, carriages rolling through the town. People just chatting through their daily lives. You hear some animals and just kind of nice little town sounds. Yeah, you want to go to, you probably will go there, but it's a very different experience doing it in the tank, just because you don't have this bag of bones to worry about, because it's completely suspended by that beautiful salt water. I love it. So then, for your solo journey, would you like to, take a walk through a wood? Could, be with a babbling brook. It could be a springtime, lots of birds around, birds chirping, animals coming out, coming to life. You could have a nice winter with your feet crunching in the snow. The sound of stillness, maybe some owls around. Drawn to the winter. Okay. I know, the crunching snow is a wonderful sound. I think you'll really enjoy just, it's a nice leisurely pace, so you may be giving me suggestions for when I go back into the tank. I may have to do that. So then, for your experience where you're not having any of those human sounds, do you have, I think, sitting kind of as if you were sitting on a beach, just hearing the waves lap up. You still hear seagulls overhead. Excuse me. You still hear seagulls overhead and, things like that, but you don't have to worry about moving around, splashing, just the continuous sound of nice, gentle waves, a little rustling of palm trees above you. Yeah, okay. So we'll do that for you. So why don't you see how those go for you? So let me just see. So we've got from 9 to 10 p.m. You'll be in the town, hearing carriages, people kind of murmuring in the background, and just really, you'll really be able to envision yourself going there. It's actually a really cool thing to do before. Are you going to visit the village? Oh, you definitely should. It's beautiful. One of my, there's so many great spots around here, but it's a wonderful, wonderful place. Just has a nice, cozy feel to it. Yeah. So, then from 10 to 11 p.m., we'll have you out by yourself on a nice, crunchy walk through a winter snow. Beautiful. A little bit of wind as well. It's a really lovely ambiance. And finally, to finish off, to lull you off to your silent slumber, will be a beautiful seated meditation on the beach with waves and seagulls and fluttering of wind around you. Okay? Sounds good. Okay, then room 700. I'll get that all set up. And yeah, if you want to, once you've gone through that tonight, why don't we talk tomorrow and we can see if we get you set up. If you want to try anything else. Okay, lovely. Well, then I'll see you tomorrow.